Hello dear students, welcome back to the class, The Evergreen English. And yes, from today onwards, from this class onwards, we'll begin the course book. Okay, this is Reflections, English textbook, first PUC. Okay, so we'll deal with the poems first. Okay, so I have got the comments on explaining the poems. Of course, there are 1 mark question as well as 4 marks question in your exam when it comes to the poems, and when it comes to particularly this first poem or the second lesson from your course book, The Schoolboy. Okay, so 1 mark compulsory, 1 mark, and 4 mark question would be there. Okay, so the poet of this poem is William Blake. Come, let us look into the writer or the poet. So of course, cultivate the habit of writing about 1 or 2 sentences about the poet, so that you get the habit of writing about the poet in your examination, especially in the PUC second year. Okay, so note on the poet: William Blake, 1757 to 1827, poet and painter, was born in Soho. He was the son of Heuser. He has a little formal education, but was apprenticed to James Passir, an eminent engraver, and then sent to Royal Academy. His finest work, yes, this is the important part when it comes to poet. We don't stress on their where they have born and all, but we want the writings of the poets. His finest work as an artist is the series Invention of the Book of Job. His collections of poetry include Poetical Sketches, written in 1783, Songs of Innocence, 1789, Marriage of Heaven and Hell, 1790, and Songs of Experience, 1794. The Schoolboy is a lyric from the Songs of Experience. So, Songs of Experience, this poem, The Schoolboy, it is a lyric in the sense short poem where he has taken from Songs of Experience. Come. Yes, students, so let us see the poem. The Schoolboy, written by William Blake. Yes, there is pre-reading activity. It is your question, you have to answer. Recall your school days. What memories do you have of them? Share your experience with others. Of course, now you are in PUC first year or 11th standard, right? So there are some of the memories related to school days. So what are those? You can share your experience with your friends. So let us look into the poem. I love to rise in a summer morn, when the birds sing on every tree, the distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. Okay, see here, very beautifully explained by the poet William Blake. So he gives the perspective of a child, perspective of a schoolboy. So what he says: I love to rise in a summer morn. I love to rise in the sense wake up. I love to wake up in the summer morning, and I love to see all the birds singing on every tree. So this shows love towards nature. And the distant huntsman, woodsman, hunter, whatever you call, so he winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what a sweet company. So sweet company is a skylark. So here the poet, he recalls his school memories. He as a schoolboy, he says that of course it is experience of every schoolboy, right? So school children, they want to love early in the summer morning, and they love to enjoy with the nature. So jovial, they want to be jovial, right? And he listens the winds of the horn of huntsman, and he wants the schoolboy, he wants to sing with skylark. Oh, what a sweet company, very beautiful company of nature. The schoolboy wants to enjoy sweet company of the skylark or the nature. Then moving towards the next paragraph, what is the thought of the schoolboy? But to go to school on a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Yes, what he says. But to go to school. Yes, this is about nature. Okay, the joyous nature of a schoolboy in the first paragraph, and moving towards the second paragraph, this shows something discouragement of a child towards what? Towards school, right? So, but to go to school on a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Okay, driving, taking away all joys away, he says. So, he is discouraged by listening to the word school. Under a cruel eye outward, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. So, what he says, yes, cruel eye, of course, a cruel eye in the sense the teachers, some of the teachings of the school, ways of the school, okay, ways of teaching. He is not at all interested in schools. The little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Sighing and dismay in the sense what? Distress. They don't like to be in school, feeling the feeling of fear or feeling of discouragement. Okay. So next, then at times I drooping sit. Then I at times I drooping sit. Droop in the sense what? Bend we say. Okay. Some of the meanings has been given here. At times, many times, I sit bent in the school. In the sense, it shows discouragement or disinterest in learning, and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower. Learning's bower in the sense, again, it is school. Worn through the dreary shower. So, what he says here, he is tired of sitting in the school. He is tired of the rules, regulations of the schools. So he is tired. All these schools conditions, the restless hours. We can see the restless hours of the child in the school here. So drooping in the sense bent. So anxious hour. Yeah, here it meaning has been given. So restlessness of the boy, showing restlessness of the boy. Learning bowers in the sense, of course, it is metaphor for the school. Learning bowers, it is metaphor, figures of speech we say. Worn through with the dreary shower. Here it emphasizes. Of course, when it comes to the poem, the meaning dreary shower, it means tiresome aspects of the school. Of course, when it comes to schooling, there are some rules, regulations where the students have to follow. Right, so the schoolboy is tired of all those rules, regulations of the school. Next, how can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? So these are the interrogative sentences we say. So he is asking, how can the bird that is born for joy, bird in the sense, of course, here we can say the boy, isn't children who are born for joy, sit in a cage and sing. So bird, he has taken example of a bird here. The bird is to fly, right? It is made to fly, but how can it be in the cage and sing? So sitting in a cage and singing is not good for a bird, or it may not sing. So he compares himself, the children, to the bird. And I am not born to sit in the cage. Here, cage in the sense what? School. Sing in the sense what? His nature, his innovations, his thoughts. Right. How can a child, when fears annoy, angry, annoying we say. Sometimes children annoy the parents. Right. So annoy, angry. But droop, holding his tender, soft wings, and forget his youthful spring. Again he is asking a question. So it is trouble for the bird or for the child to sit in the school, isn't in the learning's bower in the school and learn or follow the conditions of the school. So here he says, how should I grow if I sit inside this cage of school? Moving towards the next paragraph. Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay. Yes, very beautifully, the child, the schoolboy, is asking question. Oh, exclamation mark is there. Oh, father and mother. He asks direct question to his parents. Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped. Nipped in the sense what? If they are pinched. And blossoms blown away. If the blossoms who are growing or who are going to be the flowers, if they are blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped, removed, again, bitten we say, of their joy and springing day. Here, spring in the sense, of course, it's a childhood days we say. By sorrow and cares, dismay. Again, dismay in the sense, distress. By sorrow and cares, dismay. He continues, how shall the summer arise in joy? Okay, summer in the sense youth. Here he takes examples of childhood, youth, and of course olden days too. Comparison of the three seasons we say spring, summer, and winter. In the same way, he says about spring in the sense childhood, youth, and old age. Okay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer's fruits appear? Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy, or bless the mellowing year when the blasts of winter appear? Again, this is interrogative. Yes, finalizing his words in the last paragraph, he says that if you send us in the cages, the school, the learning bowers, how shall we grow into the youth? Okay, or the summer's fruits appear. How can we become youth, a strong man? Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy? Of course, this is what we say, pleasantly smooth, isn't it? Blasts of, yes, how shall we gather what griefs, sorrows again? How can we remove all the griefs, whatever we have, if you put us in the cages? Or bless the mellowing year, pleasanting, the forthcoming year we say, mellowing year, forthcoming year we say, and the blasts of winter appear. Blasts of winter, here it means, of course, strong gusts of winter or snow storms, or here actually winter in the sense it is old age. Okay, here overall, yes, so finalizing his words, he says that we have our own thoughts, we want to enjoy with the nature. As a school boy, he doesn't enjoy the school, but he enjoys the nature. So he explains about different stages, different seasons also, spring, summer, and winter. Spring, here it means childhood, summer means youth, and winter in the sense old age. So metaphorically, William Blake, the poet William Blake, explains the poem in a very simple manner. Hope you have understood the poem. Of course, there are 4 marks questions from this paragraph. Most probably asked question is, describe the boy's experience in the school. Right, so what is his experience in the beginning lines, beginning paragraph? So whatever he has explained, yes, the boy was not happy. General answer you can give in your own words. The boy was not happy in the school because it took away his joy and made him to sit under some kind of restrictions. He cried and was scared in the school. He did not get any happiness from the books. He felt the school like a prison. He never learnt anything there and never got any knowledge. So this is a very simple answer. Of course, you can extend the answer on your thoughts. Of course, your own words play very important role with perfect grammatical, without any grammatical error. Okay, hope you have understood the poem. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can write in the comment section.